So today we will make a simple Golang program which will read from a node like from txt which contain first name and last name, and we will try to read that in this program and try to add it to a struct array of struct, and then we will display it. So basically we need to write the package main, and then we will import the basic fmt and strings because we need to read it as a string. First name and last name is a string, right? Yes. And from the txt file we will have data like first name space last name, so we will spare the space. We try to take the first name and last name because we want to use struct. We want to import we want to add it to struct, so we create a name struct which contains first name, of course it's a string, and the last name it's a string too. After we create the struct type, we try to create the function, the main function, which will read and display the data. First, we need a variable to save the file name. We need a variable to save the file name, and it's a string. And then we declare the variable to save the names, I mean array of name, because we will have more than one name in the txt file. The next step is we make an input. We need to input the file name and save it in the file name variable. The input, we will read the data from that file. File name is contain the path of the txt file, so we will try to open the file and save it to file, and we can catch the error in error. If there is an error when we open the file, we will try to display the error with panic. try to close the file after we open it, and we use defer in this case because if there is an error or some other condition that may force you to return well ahead of the end of function, I mean if there is an error when opening, the defer will handle it to close the file. Defer statement makes sure that whatever function is assigned to it gets executed for sure, even if the function panics or the code returns well before the end of the function. After we successfully open the file and it's saved in the file variable, we will try to read. We open the file and then we read what is the data inside the file, and we will save it in data. Because we will have the array of names, it means in the data in the text file there is multiple names, multiple first name and last name, so we wrap it in a for because we want to read it line by line. Yeah, we will read it first. We will read the first line and then second line until the end of the line. Why we need a name? It means temporary name because we need to separate the first name and the last name, because in the data first name and last name is on the one line, so we will separate it by the space first name and last name, so we can add it later to the struct. We need to assign the splitted name, the temporary name that we already saved, that's separate by the space. We will to assign it to a struct name, which the tname0 is the first name and the tname1 is the last name. For assign the struct, we need to use the flower bracket, not the parenthesis. I'm sorry. Because the struct that we want to display is an array of struct, so we need to append the name one by one, line by line, to the array of struct. After we have the array of data, which we already saved in the name variable, we want to display it, and of course we use the for again, but because in this time we know how many data that we will display, so we use the declaration like for from index 0 until length of name, length of array name. We will display it one by one. I want to print the number, and then I want to print the first name, and I read the first name from the array index, and which key we want to show, because this is the first name, so we use the key first name. And for the last name, we call the name from the index, and the key is last name. And don't forget to import the OS and of IO, because we use that to open the file and read the file. Next step is, because we want to read a file, we need to create that file, which contain the first name and last name. In this file, I try to make three names and then save it as txt. We already have the file, and the last step is we will try to run this. We just type the syntax run go and go run the file name. Yes, but we got an error. Oh, I forgot to import. We use the parentheses of the flower brackets. Oh, there is an error in line 31. We declare the error, but we don't use it. Yeah, we will try to add error handling. So if there is an error and the error is not nil, we will close. We'll end the loop. We fix the error, we will try to run this again. It's run, and then we input the file name, and this is the result. The data from text will show in the terminal when we run the code. Just like how we separate the first name and last name in the code, it will show that the first name and last name is separated one by one, line by line. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for watching this basic Golang. Thank you.